Hey, Winfrey Church, here to bring you a devotional, and thought I'd do things a little bit differently this time. So I wanted to just kind of do this devotional from my backyard here, pushing my daughter, one of my daughters, in the swing that we put up for her. Out here having some good playtime with them, and I just thought it was the perfect backdrop for this devotional because there's so much going on in our world, and there might be a lot going on in your world, your individual world, right now. And that's going to be, at least in the world, that's going to be the norm for a while. And I don't mean just the new normal of COVID and having to adjust to that and restrictions and things like that. I actually mean the new normal of the new era that we've come into. And there's just so much changing. And, some things will go back to normal regarding COVID. Some things will go back to normal regarding problems that have plagued the African American community, racial tensions, police reform, all those things. There'll be a lot of things that will just go back to normal the way they were. Some of that's good, some of that's not so good. But there are changes happening in the world. There are changes happening in all kinds of different places, in all kinds of different ways, for all kinds of different reasons. And that is the new normal. Whatever that looks like for our church, whatever that looks like for your life or our context individually, that is the new normal, is that things are just changing. Things are being stirred up. There is disruption. I'm going to give you another picture of my daughter swinging here. That may be what it feels like for a lot of you. That's kind of what it feels like in the world. This swinging, this just almost out of control feeling of current events. But I want to highlight something here. If you just saw this, you'd think, yeah, that's a great picture of the world. Swinging uncontrollably, no direction, just flying through the air. But then, as Christians, we know that it's not just uncontrolled swinging. It's not just uncontrolled chaos. It's not just random things happening for random reasons. We know that in the midst of the swinging, there's a hand that's guiding us. There's a hand that's moving things. There's a hand that's shaking things. There's a hand that's actually causing some of the swinging, right? Here's my other daughter coming out here. Say hi. She's all ready to go to play here. Yeah, good. She said she's going on a trip, so that fits right into the devotional too. Okay, goodbye. Have a nice trip. There's a hand that's on the swing. And that should be very encouraging for us. That these are not just random things happening, and especially when you see things that are chaotic, when we see violence, we see tension, we see disruption, things that are that stir us, people dying from a virus. I mean, that stirs us up deeply because it's not just things out of alignment and just kind of out of whack. It's things that are seriously going on and have serious consequences for people's lives and for the world. But I just think that's such a reassuring picture, that the Father's hand is right there. I'm pushing Aurora in the swing, and what you can't see is, and I'm not going to show you so I don't allow her to hit it, but there's a tree right here to the left of me. And every time she comes back, I push the swing in a certain way to make sure it doesn't come back at an angle and hit this tree. And if I wasn't here, it would just continue to go and go right into the tree. But I am here. I think she wants me to stop it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of this moment and stop her. And I stopped her from swinging. The Father stops the swinging as well. What's that, honey? You want to swing more? Okay, so she's saying she wants to swing more. All right, so maybe that's a great spiritual lesson for... Honey, what do you need? Say hi. You want to spin? All right. So she's saying she wants to swing and she actually wants to spin a little more than she is. Man, what a great analogy. That just fits right in, right? The Father's hand is on things. And so instead of us having to be afraid, instead of us having to worry, instead of us having to wonder, maybe we could actually say, swing me some more. That's what she wants right now. I tried to get her out. I thought she wanted to stop, and she wanted to keep going. She wouldn't want to if she didn't know that I was right here keeping her safe. She said, keep going, swing me higher. That's what kids say, right? Higher, higher, faster. She wanted me to spin her around. Maybe that's what our prayer should be. God, we know you're here. We know that you're behind a lot of the things that are happening, not the negative things, but we know that you're bringing good out of so much of it. And we ultimately know that you are in control and you have plans and purposes for the world that sometimes can only be brought about by shaking. And so maybe let's let our prayer be, God, bring it on. Bring it on. Spin us around a little bit more if we need to be. Don't make us sick, but maybe spin us around a little bit more. Swing us a little bit higher, because we know your hand is on us and we want to experience all that God has for us. We want to experience all that God has for the world. We don't want just a piece. We want more. We want the world to be better. We want his kingdom to come. We want God to come back and take us home. We also want everybody on the earth to have the opportunity to know that they can go home with him when that time comes. I mean, there's so many aspects of life and the world right now. And I think God is just saying to us, I'm here, partner with me, listen for me, know that my hand is on you and is on everything. Go through the disruption. Don't fear. And even more so, press into it. Don't run away from it. And just know that I love you. God is just saying that to us right now. I love you. I will not leave you. I will not forsake you. I will not let you be consumed by the things that are going on. In fact, God says, I've given you as a believer my power, my love, my wisdom, my plans and purposes for the world. So you can do this with me. And you can even enjoy the process. Perfect timing. She just wanted me to stop swinging and get her out so she can go play. Now she's going to be off to the next thing. God is in control. God is good. He loves you. He loves the world. And he will bring things to completion the way he sees fit. Be blessed.